What is going on, guys? So today I actually want to be discussing something called monk mode. So this is what I will basically be doing here for the next 3.5 months. I wanted to do it for 3 months, but I basically wanted to get started right away. So I'm starting literally in about 2 hours because that's when it's tomorrow for me. But basically, what is monk mode? So monk mode has been around for a while, and it's obviously based on the monks and their strict lifestyle, diet, all of that, etc. So I've made up my own ground rules of what I can and cannot do in monk mode. And you're thinking, well, if you're the one who made them, then can't you just super easily break them? Theoretically, yes, I could. But again, that is not the point, right? Because personally, I would see myself as a failure because why would I create something and then just let myself say, screw it, right? So monk mode, I have a couple of different rules. I have ones that I cannot break no matter what. Then I have ones that are kind of like exceptions. I'm like, if this happens or this scenario happens, then okay, I might have to do this. So again, certain things that I cannot break for the next 3.5 months, no matter what it is. And some of this will be more tough than others, especially since the holidays are coming up. Now, the reason I'm deciding to do monk mode this year is actually started for me back about 2 years ago, but there wasn't a name for it and I didn't have strict guidelines, but I just found myself doing these the last 3 months of every year for the past like 2 years. So the first one that I actually have is no alcohol and no drugs. This means no alcohol whatsoever, be it champagne, beer, whatever it is, none, right? Which is funny because, Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving, none of it whatsoever. I'm not having a drop of alcohol. The next thing is no drugs, no weed, right? I use it to fall asleep. However, I can't keep using that BS excuse, right? Because I do it from time to time, but I don't have to do it, right? So none of that crap anyway. It's basically like a body detox. Then actually one of the things that right now is kind of a maybe, right? It's not setly strict, but it's kind of what I've been doing for the past 2 years is actually no shaving and not getting a haircut. Now, why did I do this? I kind of started monk mode around almost 3 years ago, after breakup. So I kind of grew out like my breakup beard and had like the long breakup hair, all that, right? I was off social media for about 4 months at that point. Nothing. And it was just funny the reactions I got when my friends finally saw me because I did not leave kind of my office for literally 4 months except to go to the gym. So that's kind of how that started. But obviously, if there's like a big event, I can't show up looking like a homeless person. So again, that's kind of why it's in the maybe. I just like doing it personally. Again, you don't have to. The next thing is social events, or for me, unless it is business, not happening. That basically means no parties unless it's business, or if it is a friend's birthday or something like that. So that's why again maybe. But if it's not one of those two occasions, I'm not going out. Also because for me, going out and partying without alcohol, as stupid as it sounds, is not fun, to be honest. Because have you ever tried having a conversation with a drunk person when you're sober? It is the worst conversation to possibly have in your life. So that's why I've limited it down to those two things. Next thing is I have at least 15 minutes of meditation every single day. I have at least 20 minutes of reading every single day. I am still going to continue to do my daily. My dailies are 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and then 100 crunches. That is what I do on a daily basis, no matter what happens. And then I will be going to the gym every day, 7 days a week. So kind of those two things don't change too much, but I'm going to be a lot more strict on it. The other thing I'm going to be a lot more strict on is my diet. Due to the amount of traveling I've done this year, it has been absolutely insane. I've surpassed last year already. So since it is now September, so 9 months out of the year, I have basically been traveling for 7 out of the 9 months so far. Last year I traveled for almost exactly half a year, and so far I have traveled almost 7 months exactly, which is just absurd. So right now I'm staying put. I'm not going anywhere. I have 2 business trips for the remaining of the year, and then one personal one to spend time with family and all of that in December. But besides that, I don't have anything going on. So I will be staying put during my workout, and I've even scheduled my flights around my workout times. So my flight leaves 11 a.m. I am at the gym. The other thing I'm going to start doing again now that I'm fully back in town is waking up again at 4 a.m. Not 4:30, not 5, not 6, 4 a.m. For me, that's it. Also, getting my sleep on track, that's another big one for me. But the no-goes are basically no alcohol, no weed, no drugs of any sort. Meditation for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. Reading for at least 20 minutes a day. Doing the dailies, and then doing a workout, and as well as being outside for at least 15 minutes a day, because I've noticed when I'm holed up in this office, or if I'm in my New York place and I'm holed up in my home office there, no matter what it is, I don't leave the room, right? I literally Uber Eats. So that's also why I'm being a lot more strict on my diet. So there is no reason for me not to cook breakfast, because my breakfast is so simple. It is literally just eggs and turkey bacon with maybe some bread or hash browns. It's so simple to cook. I don't need to go order food. I don't need to drive to get food. I don't need to have my meal prep food delivered to my house for breakfast at least. So the rest of the time, lunch and dinner, I'll have, my cooked food ahead of schedule from the meal prep. But besides that, I'm not really, I just need to not be in this space. So that's kind of why I've done am doing monk mode. And I've also, the reason is because every single time I've done it, in those couple of months, it has set me so far for the start of the year that it was absolutely absurd how much just kind of the path has led on, right? It was literally like me starting to roll a snowball, and then as soon as like January hit, I kind of just let go, and it started accelerating so much faster. It's absolutely insane. So those are my rules for monk mode. That is why I'm starting monk mode. Super excited. And yeah, we will see how it goes. And one last thing for the guys on this, one more thing that is a no-go for the next 3 months is no fap. So what does that mean? That's not basically, it just means you can't, it's not that you can't have sex. By all means, Jesus Christ, I would, no, please no. But however, you cannot do it, you can't jerk off. I'm gonna put it simple. For the guys, my thing also is different. I don't jerk off in general. I don't see a use for it. Just kind of have sex instead. So as cocky as that sounds, I think it's very important mentally and physically. So that is one of my no-goes, is no masturbation. For me, that's easy. I don't do it in general, so I'm fine with it. But for a lot of you guys, that's going to be one where you're struggling with. So this year's 100-day monk mode starts for me in 1 hour. So if you guys want to join, do hashtag monk mode NA and let me know. Peace out, guys.